You are now dialed in with the Dial Brothers.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 34, season 2 of the Dialed In Show. I don't know why I got tongue-tied. That doesn't.
Yeah, you usually just knock out the intro. You stumbled there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But you know what? Some of the greatest communicators and everything have speech impediments.
Are you saying you have a speech impediment?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm saying, like, where you get that from?
I'm just saying. A couple people just went through my mind, and I'm like, it's okay to mess up. Obviously, people don't care.
Yeah, people mess up all the time. I mess up. I talk on TV for a living.
Yeah, one of the people that I'm thinking about talks on TV here in Atlanta.
Yeah. So
I don't know if he really. I guess he just has like a lisp.
You know what time it is?
Oh, I was like, what? Well, football season. That's what you want me to say.
What did you think I was gonna say?
My mind just had flashback to a time when we have a family member who was going through an episode, and he asked me that over and over again. He said, "You know what time it is?" I'm like, "No," and he said, "It's game time." And he was a rather large individual, but he meant like to fight. And it was a big mess. I ended up.
I'm talking about it is college football season. It's finally here. And unlike me, Claflin does not have a football team. Miles does, even though Michael probably can't tell you how many games they won last year.
Well, I know we had a great football team for many years, and doggone Alabama A&M stole our coach.
Well, you have some family. We appreciate A&M, so
yeah, but yeah. I mean, I guess if I wanted him to go to another HBCU, I guess I would say Alabama A&M, but
they had the money.
Yeah, and he was winning. I mean, but I guess now he thinks he can win at a bigger school. Hopefully he does. Wish him nothing but the best, but now we probably...
That don't mean y'all gonna suck. You don't know.
Not suck, but they're probably, you a lot of the time, whether it's a coach or a player, when you have that, figure that is really got the juice on them.
Yeah.
When they leave, it goes away. Leading into what we're probably going to talk about now.
Nick Saban is gone. You know?
But to be real now, at the end, they weren't necessarily.
Well, see, it's a big difference. Alabama standard of good and just college football standard of good. You can win 8 games and be good. You didn't have a terrible season.
Yeah,
but in Alabama and Georgia, when Alabama and Georgia and Auburn and those programs, 10 wins may not be enough. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
And Nick Saban, see, and here's the conversation, y'all. I told Steven that, due to life changes and things of that nature, that I would, become a Georgia fan. See, I can't even say it.
Okay, but let's give some background here. You're only an Alabama fan because your dad was an Alabama fan, which a lot of people are fans of what their fathers are. But I'm saying, why were you an Alabama fan?
Honestly, growing up, I loved Alabama, loved going to Alabama. All of our families from Alabama. Now you grow up and things change. But so whenever we went to Alabama, Alabama has no professional teams.
Yeah.
So college football is it.
Yeah.
And you are either for Auburn or for Alabama. You have to pick a side. Everybody's on a side.
Yes.
And so we had family members on both sides. But yes, dad was Alabama. Our grandfather was Alabama. So quite naturally growing up, if I was going to watch a football game or if I was going to support a team, quite naturally, it was going to be Alabama.
But you are from Georgia. You grew up in Georgia. Your godparents from Athens, huge Georgia fans.
But why?
So I was the only Georgia fan in our whole family.
Right,
we're the only not born in Alabama.
But this is the thing. If I'm being honest, it was easy being growing up being
Yeah,
an
'cause they were
Alabama fan
winning.
because they won.
Mhm,
So it was like the best of both worlds,
mhm.
And then when I went down there for school, like I said, it was just such a big deal. You had to pick a side, and
Yeah.
so it was, so it was just. I think if there was no Alabama connection, probably would have been a Georgia fan. But
So
and
so what are you doing this season is my question on the
I
record.
still even say this that Georgia is still Alabama because of the coach. He came from Nick Saban. So
Okay, but he Georgia and he played for Georgia in college.
yeah. So the moral of the story is, y'all, I am switching teams because I said, you know what, I can't do all that I desire to do in my life in Georgia and publicly be saying I'm an Alabama fan.
I mean, you can.
But
You
I don't.
can.
Yeah, I could, but I'm not gonna do that. Especially Nick Saban's gone; they not winning like they used to, and it's just
But
like,
do you think that'll look like you're just going with where the juice is now?
really, it's politics. Is not. I don't even really care if they win. It's just a lot of these circles that I'm in. I need to be saying Georgia.
We got to work on that. Go dogs is what
Yeah,
you.
go dogs. See, I'm using roll tide, roll damn tide.
Oh, no, it's go dogs.
Uh,
So okay, so you gonna cheer for Georgia this year?
yeah. I mean, I tried
Now,
to
if you
buy.
cheer for Georgia and we have a crap year, you can go back over to Tuscaloosa.
I told you I tried to buy a Georgia shirt the other day. I couldn't do it.
Why?
It felt weird. Like I have
You don't even
literally
own one Alabama shirt,
I well still
and it's the shirt you wore to the game.
I don't
You
I
own one piece of Alabama merchandise. Let's be
I
real.
have just always supported Alabama. So saying another team is just weird.
A team from a state that you're from, that you live in, that you
Okay, well if
also
that's the
have
case,
family ties to.
okay, well if that's the case, why not be a Georgia Tech fan then?
Because the only Georgia Tech fans are people who went to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech isn't even the most popular school in Atlanta.
It's actually probably
It's not.
no, I was about to say probably one of the. It depends. You got to be smart or Asian or something to go.
Wow. We're going to retract that statement. Just say you got to be a little smart to go to that school, period. You got to work on stopping. You got to work on walking up to the line and stop.
Oh, but did I lie though? You don't have to answer that.
That's racist.
That's not racist.
Yes,
It's
it is.
true. Either way, Georgia Tech didn't Andre Dickens, the mayor of Atlanta, who went there?
Yes, the mayor of Atlanta went
Yeah.
to Georgia Tech. Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
Hey, our neighbor Angelo ran for Georgia Tech for 1 year.
oh, that's an interesting fact. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
He's an Olympic gold medalist in
Yeah.
track and field. I did not know that. But yeah, for sure. Georgia State is much more popular than Georgia Tech. And then you got all the black schools or HBCUs. Maybe that's a better way to say it. But, hey, whether it's Alabama A&M or University of Alabama or University of Georgia or Georgia State or whatever, we support all schools, all Alabama and Georgia schools. We
don't support Alabama State.
You used yeah, but you used to like USC for
No, I didn't.
basketball.
No, are you talking about North Carolina, not USC? No,
But isn't that where what's the name is Don Staley?
Oh, well, yeah, I like Don and Asia Wilson.
Oh.
So yeah, USC for Don, not no.
Okay, so what's the difference
for football?
Well, okay, let's have this conversation because it's about to bring up, and we haven't talked about him in a long time. That player that I don't care for in the NBA.
Oh my God!
What's the difference between you saying you like USC for Don and me saying I like Alabama for Nick Saban?
But he's gone.
So when she's gone, you're not gonna like USC anymore?
No, I am a fan of Don Staley. If she goes to University of Nebraska, I guess I'll be a Nebraska women's basketball fan. I am a fan of Don Staley. Period.
Why do these programs Why are they less successful when these people leave?
Well, one, you never, and Dad, it's funny because you are, but Dad would say you never want to be the guy to replace the guy because it's always people are going to be judging you against that person. You want to be the guy after the guy who replaced the guy, just because it's less pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy who replaced Saban, he ain't a South guy, you know. He has huge shoes to fill. That doesn't mean Alabama's going to suck. They could go to the national championship this year. Who knows?
You don't have no Miss Terry.
But it's just hard being the guy to replace the guy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I remember Dad saying that too. So you never want to be the guy to replace the guy. Well,
it's not a fun spot. It's because, like you said, is people they're attached to who was.
Yeah, because I mean, can you imagine the current Alabama coach? He's constantly all year last year heard, "Oh well, when Coach Saban was here, we did this, or we had practice like this, or oh, we didn't eat out at this time." Like this, you're constantly being compared. You try to be your own person.
I have told a couple people over the year and 8 months so far, you know, if you turn out the parking lot, go right, go down, think there's Panthersville or whatever, then you go get on River Road, right next to Cedar Grove High School. That's where he is.
You said that to someone?
Yes. They were getting on my nerves. Like, you know what? If you keep bringing him up, you go talk to him then. You can go talk to him. Let's see what he'd say about it. You can go see him on River Road. Because people keep, you know, like I said, they compare you to the person before you. And it's like, regardless of why they're not here anymore, whether they just left or they passed away or whatever, all right, they're gone.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That's just like, okay, when LeBron finally retires, I'm gonna be excited for the Lakers because then they can breathe and try and become something on their own. Like, forget him.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Somebody had on a Cavaliers shirt the other day. Made me mad.
But moving on. A thought-provoking question. Would you rather have unlimited international first-class tickets or never have to pay for food in a restaurant? I think I know your answer.
I would say never have to pay for food in a restaurant.
I figured that would be your answer.
And I'm going out to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day.
But you can travel the world unlimited.
But how realistic is that, though?
What do you mean?
I'm saying, okay, I get free ticket anywhere I want, whenever I want. But how often can I do that, though? And
unlimited
food? Do you know how valuable that is?
Yeah.
Unlimited food. Man.
I think I'm choosing the flights.
No.
I mean, the food is dope. Unlimited food is dope. But being able to get on a plane and go wherever you want, whenever you want.
Being able to go to get whatever
you could just go to a different country every Friday night. Like every, once a week.
But then, okay, but when I get there, I got to pay for food. Like, or a hotel. I just think, to me, it free food, unlimited, than any restaurant. Like I said, I'm literally breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm just about to
You'll probably be fat.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be walking in places. And then, see, there's a difference between fast food and a meal, a real meal. I think I would be going to get actual food. I'm not wasting this deal on McDonald's and Burger King and stuff.
Oh, you going to eat a steak every other day?
Yes, and I'm having fish and grits. I mean, shrimp and grits and stuff like that for breakfast. I'm gonna have a amazing palette of food.
And you don't eat bougie food.
Man, we got some stuff yesterday at church. I told him it was we got a shipment in from the PGA Tour. They was having a tournament at Eastlake, and all the food that they didn't give out, we was blessed enough to get it. A little bit of it was cooked, but most of it was literally frozen and stuff that they had not cooked yet. man, why there was 2 big boxes of edible flowers that they used to like garnish the food and
Yeah, I
stuff.
would say if a restaurant gives you everything on your plate is edible. So
I
if there's
told
flowers on your plate, it's edible.
I told them, y'all should throw this mess away. What in the world? They don't nobody want no these rose petals and stuff. No, that's crazy. So, but there was a couple other things. I said, if I can't pronounce it, I don't want it. I don't want it. No, I don't want it.
Maybe you just need to increase your vocabulary.
But this is the thing. Like when we went to that restaurant under the floor, under the ground.
Dakotas.
Yeah. Some of that little foo-foo stuff that they brought. Oh no. Just give me some regular food. Give me some regular.
Yeah, they gave us some small bites of different appetizers. One picture, just a chicken nugget with caviar on the top. Micah did not eat it.
No, because it's like, okay, y'all just making stuff up now.
Yeah, because you didn't even like the deviled egg.
Because I don't even know how to make no deviled egg.
Oh, I do.
However you make it, they should just made it like that because they tried to be fancy and make stuff be. No, just make food regular.
Okay, all right. This Cracker Barrel outrage. Cracker Barrel rebranded, just like a lot of companies have modernized their logo. They removed the guy sitting next to the barrel. I don't know what he's called, Uncle Herschel, apparently. And some people are outraged about it. I don't. Do you understand the outrage
about the logo itself?
Some people are saying it's woke.
About the logo itself, I don't really care. But Kevin. Can't think of his last name. Kev on stage, I think his name on. He did a video or something, but showing that they're just like Red Lobster and all these old restaurants. They're renovating inside of their restaurants and everything. And the Cracker Barrel, they were showing the inside of a renovated location. It was super modern compared to how Cracker Barrels normally look. And he said, if I don't go in there and feel the racism, I don't want to be there. Like if it needs to feel like the 1930s, like I need to feel like I need to look over my shoulder because I'm black. It really did not look like, Cracker Barrels look rugged and dark. It was bright and it just, so I think some places you should not lose your identity. I don't think there's anything wrong.
So are you saying change the logo but not change the business?
Yeah, like the way the restaurant looks, I think should be the same. All of us who ever go to Cracker Barrel, we're gonna keep going. We don't care that now you're trying to make it look all bright and like Pinterest worthy. No, it's what you're expecting when you go in Cracker Barrel. Sadly, until our new brother has gotten there, I'm not gonna try to attempt to say his name. I don't know it. But we know what to expect when we go in Red Lobster, which I guess is he would say is part of the problem. That old carpet and stuff that was there 20 years ago, it's got to go. So for one, I don't care as long as they don't mess with the food. Now that's where I think they don't touch the food. Because I'm still mad. Wendy's barbecue sauce is not what it used to be.
Yeah, it's not. I was happy Chick-fil-A finally went back to theirs because Chick-fil-A changed their barbecue sauce years ago. Yeah, I never understood why companies like change certain things that no one is complaining about. Like no one was complaining about your sauce.
I think is one or two things. I think sometimes some of that stuff is just money. They found a way to make it cheaper, but cheaper is not always better. But the other thing, they have all these not case studies. What do they call it?
Like focus groups.
Yes. And it's somebody's job on their payroll to just come up with new junk. And so I think somebody sat there and they had these different sauces and said, well, let's try this one. And then sometimes, and this is why some of them CEOs be getting fired and stuff, because old Bill tastes this new barbecue sauce and he's like, oh, this is good. And it's like, all your customer base like the old sauce.
Yeah.
But Bill says, no, this one's delicious. So nah.
What is a company that has rebranded their logo that you think works for them? I'm trying to think.
I believe Subway changed theirs.
Did they?
I think that they don't use the whole Subway like the word anymore. I think they just use that S.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Then Dunkin' Donuts, they changed their name to Dunkin'.
Yeah, just Dunkin' because they don't want to be known for donuts. They want to be known for a bunch of
Breakfast.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Um.
Dunkin'. Yeah.
Oh man, it's not food. It's something else that changed recently, but I can't think. Either way, I think if it's not broke, don't fix it. And some of these
So
companies,
you're saying Cracker Barrel should not have changed their logo, is what you're saying.
to me, the logo, I don't see the issue. I mean, who really pays attention to that logo that
Well,
much?
but then that's the case. Then so do you think they should have changed Aunt Jemima, the syrup, and Uncle Ben?
Well, you
You
know,
know what I'm saying? It's a slippery slope.
we get all sensitive. I mean, first, I don't really care. That's the thing.
Do we not care because that's just what it's been called our whole life, or like, do you literally not care?
I kind of both, because I think either I'm gonna support it or purchase it or buy it or whatever, or I'm not. You put it like this: Aunt Jemima. Okay, if the connotation behind it is a little racist, it tastes good though. So
are you still buying it? It's Pearl Milling Company now.
Yes, because like I'm not about to now eat some nasty syrup because they got my great grandma on the bottle. No, I'm still gonna eat it. So I think.
I mean, I didn't. It's been and see that's what I say. It's a slippery slope because I don't have a problem with Aunt Jemima. Like that's what it's been called. Like so now I don't know how long they've been out. 40 years later, oh, we need to change it. Pearl Milling Company. Okay, and then Uncle Ben. Like I get what some are trying to do, but I guess it's so situational. It's like, well, you can't say change it for this, but not change it for this.
Yeah. In the country we live in now, not to skip to this, but the country that we live in now with our current president, he's just turning the country into a militaristic state, and people, you walk down the street. I mean, I've personally not seen it because I also think the people he's looking for are not around here. So
they not in your hood.
No, I don't go to the grocery store or nothing and see no DEI, not DEI. Well, I might see DEI. Wait, which one is it? DEA. Which one is for drugs? But not the ones for the immigrants. But it's overall. I brought that up to say stuff that he's trying to do. I think there's extremes on both sides.
Yes,
there's extremes on both sides. I think sometimes on the side of trying to remove every little thing, Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben, every little thing. It's just like, man. But then on his end, trying to remove all the other stuff, people in history and everything. America is a melting pot of people, a melting pot of good and bad history, a melting pot of ideals. That's part of what makes us be great, I think. But it also is what leads to us killing each other in some ways, literally.
Okay.
Civil war and abducting people off the streets. I'm talking about the government. Just think, listen, real talk. Now you're in Texas, so you probably you know what? Texas lately makes states like Mississippi and Louisiana and stuff look good because y'all wild out there. Y'all, this the wild, wild west. Being in Texas, you got to deal with Trump as your president and
Governor Abbott.
Yeah, Abbott. I was nowhere near on that. Governor Abbott as your governor. It's y'all got it's wild out there.
Okay.
Y'all living under two.
I'm gonna go last to whatever. Speaking of President Trump, him and some Democrat governors have been beefing, which is no shock. But after the president, sent troops to D.C., which it's interesting. Governor Wes Moore has been kind of sparring with the president. Governor Wes Moore is the Democrat black governor of Maryland. This week in the White House, President Trump said when he met Wes Moore at the Army Navy game, Wes Moore is a veteran. He claims that the governor told Trump that he's the best president in his lifetime. And Wes Moore replied just with an LOL. What do you make of Trump beefing with, sending the troops to Democrat cities and stuff?
I'm gonna answer that first, and then the whole beefing thing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, for lack of a better word, Trump is really trying to become a dictator. Is what he's trying to do. You're literally watch what he's doing, y'all. He's sending in armed individuals into communities to go after either our Hispanic, basically is what it is, brothers and sisters. And I guess maybe technically some of them might not be Hispanic. It's just anybody who they feel is, I don't think you're supposed to use this I word. Undocumented is the better word. Then also in these predominantly colored cities, he's talking about Chicago and Flitz or Pitts or whatever his name is, the governor.
Pritzker. What did you say?
Pritzker, whatever. The governor
Pritzker.
of Illinois told him, "Don't come here. You're not wanted, or are you needed." It's racism, is what it is. Because I don't see him sending them to Buckhead. I don't.
But Buckhead's still Atlanta.
I don't see. But I'm saying you're targeting people of color all the way around. It's people of color that you're targeting. So it's just Trump 2.0. He's just Trump on steroids at this point. But the other part with these governors, with Wes Moore and Gavin Newsom and stuff, and shout out, I'm surprised it took him this long. Shout out to Newsom's team with this whole MAGA thing, Make America Gavin Again.
It's getting under some people's skin.
Yeah,
he's definitely running for president.
That's exactly where I was going with this.
Yeah.
All of this, what we're seeing with Wes Moore, with Gavin Newsom, all of these people are running for president. That's all that is. They're running for president for the next term. So all of this is great for them because they're getting national publicity. People are starting to see them more, see their name, so that by the time they're on the ballot, people already know who they are. That's all this is. It's politics. It's publicity. Like a politician, they all full of it because
okay.
Because what I'm saying is, if they weren't running for president, we would not be hearing all this. They wouldn't be doing the things that they're doing. So, hey, I think Wes Moore is wasting his time.
Well, that don't mean he's running for president. Hey, Wes Moore could be Gavin Newsom's VP. Military veteran. He's a minority. I forgot what college, but he's a really smart guy. He was a governor. Now,
I think he would be great.
You're supposed to help you pick up a state, and Democrats would already win Maryland, so that's not it would just be a unifying thing for certain minorities.
I think he would be a phenomenal president or vice president. I really do. But I don't think he would win. That's the only thing. We need a solid white male ticket going into the next term. White president, white vice president, middle age. One of them needs to be old. Matter of fact, you know what we need? We need a Kennedy Johnson ticket.
Kennedy?
John F. Kennedy.
Oh, I'm like, what are you
give us
about?
A JFK and LBJ ticket? They'd win. I promise you, they'd win. Find
Okay, so who is that Kennedy and Johnson?
Honestly, I think what's his name? Shapiro, Pennsylvania. Him, and you can't do Tim Walz again. He's not. You can't do him again. But if you could have gotten a Shapiro and a Biden VP from '08,
Mhm.
they for sure would win the next term.
Hmm.
100%, hands down. So we need to find another old white guy.
You haven't named one, which means there might not be one.
At least not one with that
Name
swag that
recognition.
Joe
Mhm.
Biden had. No.
Yeah. So
No.
the fact that you can't name one.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But I truly think Wes Moore is not gonna be president or vice president. Gavin Newsom, I don't think will win either, to be honest with you. I think he's too far left. Is needs to be somebody moderate, especially at least at the top of the ticket. He needs to be
Andy
somebody moderate.
Beshear from Kentucky, the governor of Kentucky.
It's I don't. And then here in Georgia, about to have a governor's race.
Senate race.
Yeah,
John
man.
Ossoff may be out of a job.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen too. It's you know, man, whoever's at the top of who's ever the president sets the tone for the next term of all those seats. It trickles down. Because the stuff is gonna flip. This is why y'all's governor in Texas was trying to do all he was trying to do with this gerrymandering, and
they said they redrew for political performance, which is legal. And Gavin Newsom, now they have a special election in November to do the same thing. So we'll see.
What? Even though we all already knew that Gavin Newsom was running for president, we know that that's unless something comes out like he's sick or something in the next couple of years, he's running for president. When he did the press conference and signed that stuff,
and then
yes, I said, "Oh yeah, see, he's already feeling it himself. Like he's that doggone near doing the Trump thing, like." And he said, "I'm the first governor in United States history." And he's giving it to the people, which was smart. Put it on the ballot. Let the people. So yeah,
they had to. They're changing their constitution. That was in their constitution, so it had to go to the people. But good
way he worded it.
Yes, good wording.
Yeah. So whoever. I'll put it like this though: whoever is running for president, they should be mad that he's running, because if nothing else, he's for sure gonna split the vote.
Oh yeah,
for sure. For sure. Yeah, he got a quarter of the country out there with him. Really, somebody from Texas and somebody from California, if they could be on the same ticket,
that'd be crazy.
Man, that you got half the country. But there's not I don't think a strong enough popular white Democrat in Texas that could be a VP to Gavin Newsom. Do you know of one?
No. Well, some people may say Beto. I mean, he's not white, but you know what I'm saying. All right,
I don't even think I vote for that. Newsom as president.
No, that would be sold as being too liberal. All right. To end the show, did y'all see this video? A guy was, I guess, in his own way, honoring his friend at the gravesite. He was throwing money at the grave. People throw money in the club or whatever. And some of the young kids' reaction around him was like, "What you doing?" It looked like one kid tried to grab some money.
At first I said to myself, well, maybe they're just $1 bills. When I zoomed in, though, I know I saw 20. I saw a 20. That, I mean, and it was like a handful of money. So I'm sure it wasn't all 20s, but I don't know. That to me is crazy. I mean,
yeah, and I get everybody honors people in their own way, but like, okay, dirt's about to be thrown over that, and so the $300 that you just threw in there, like, what is it doing?
And just from the looks of them and the environment, I'm sure whoever died had children. Give that $300 to their kids. Like, I don't know. And I guess what's the difference? Everybody, like you said, honest people in a different way. What's the difference if you went about $100 bottle of liquor,
right,
and put it in the casket,
right?
You know what I mean? So I guess
but that's still wasteful in my opinion. But
You would be like, I'm gonna drink it and just put the bottle in there.
Yeah. Hey, we drank this last night for you. Yeah, like, yeah, everyone grieves in their own way. Everyone honors people in their own way. I'm not trying to be critical. I'm just like you threw money in there, but okay. And I've had this conversation with you and Mom. Okay, y'all put hundreds of dollar casket in the ground to be dirt thrown on. So somebody might be like, it's the same thing.
Yeah. But if I was that person who died, I was that person, mama or daddy, I'd be like, hey, boy, give me that.
Like he was throwing a lot of money in there.
Yeah, I'd be like, don't throw that
Like,
money
all
down
right,
there.
now. Look, when everybody left, I'd be like, don't put no dirt on this yet.
Mm-hmm. I'd be like, we put all the money we wanted to put in the ground already.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know them grave diggers took a couple of them bills. I know they probably said, shh. They said all them going to the repass, jump down in that hole.
I would have took some of the money. He threw a lot of money in there.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, this just flew out. Oh man.
Hey, honor your friends and loved ones however you see fit, but that is kind of ridiculous. Throwing cash. I would almost rather, just to try and symbolically do it, throw my debit card down there and just turn the card off and get a new card. Like,
no.
I'm saying,
in that case, throw fake money down there. Then,
well, yeah, but I'm like, I just cannot bring myself to be throwing all that cash in the ground.
But again, you putting a casket in the ground.
Yeah, and there are people who disagree with doing that.
Yeah. All right.
It's just, do whatever you want to do to love your loved ones. That's all. Do you want to be, quick question, do you want to be buried or cremated?
Yeah, buried. But just not, it ain't gonna be expensive. It's going in the ground.
Okay, put you in a pine box.
There you go. All right, guys. That's all the time we have. See you same time, same place next week.
All right, bye, y'all.